All right, and now let us get Director Brennick in the house.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
I heard the donation alert, but I didn't see it. That was weird. All right, and let's see who this is. Oh, it's Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Oh God.
Oh no. We can hear each other. This is a problem.
All right. Is Caleb joining us? Where's Caleb?
I haven't heard from him all day, so. Hold on. Nope.
No, you haven't heard from him, or no? He's not coming?
I thought he would be in our private chat, but he's not. So.
Wow.
Hey, you guys get it? Alan is the bomb. You guys get it? Do you get it? Do you get their joke?
Thank you so much to those nerds over there for joining us. That was absolutely wonderful. And we've got a stream break coming up after this segment, so that's going to be really, really, really nice. Dan, let's try to turn our microphones each down like a little bit so they probably capture less of each other.
Take off about 5 to 10% there, Squirrely Dan.
Yeah. I took mine down by like half.
Yeah, fix it. Sorry, everybody.
Let's see.
Why does it keep...
Christiani honeymoon sex. Ashley,
they're not even on their honeymoon. That's the thing.
Coley Mac, it's like gods are talking.
I almost think like you should just put me on your that thing, and I just mute myself and appear.
There you go. Try it.
Gluten Tog.
There we go. Talk.
How's that sound, everybody? Hope this sounds just fine for everybody.
All right. Perfect. That's going to have to be good enough. I think there's like a small delay between the video and the audio, though, which is going to be weird.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. So does that mean we should press on without...
Press on. You should have gotten a donation from the Netflix and Swill patrons.
Was that what that was?
Yeah, $100.05.
I did not see it pop up, but yes, there it is. We are now, thanks to Netflix and Swill's amazing patrons. Wait, I just paid for that myself. Damn it.
Exactly. Suck it.
I donated money for this. I'll be 23% of the way toward the goal, $1,735. Chat, make some noise over there. You know what? We haven't given anything away. We tried to give something away earlier, and the internet broke.
And the internet was like, no, you get nothing.
Yeah, the internet. We tried to give something away, but we're going to give something away right now. And I think Chris Yaney decided earlier it has to be a Godzilla roar in order to announce a giveaway. I think we're going to give away just some EFG swiggity swag. I've got coasters, I've got stickers, I've got magnets. If you want to win them, hashtag honeymoon sex. Hashtag honeymoon sex over there in the chat. Your chance to win
Caleb
some
isn't even on his
EFG.
honeymoon yet. It's not till like July, I think. Actually.
Still, though. And I'm giving stuff away so I can change logos and stuff in the chat. Because I have not been super good about doing it. Like, most of the segments I've done it in, but
well, that's because you suck.
A couple of them, I forget.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Bubby has donated $25. Here comes the Bubby.
Here comes the Bubby.
Here comes the Bubby.
Bubby.
Where are we?
Man, thanks Shane O'Mac for such a great fucking theme.
Right? And I believe after this, Miserable Retail Slave after the break.
Yes.
After we take a stream break. Randy and Tom. What the fuck?
What's going on here?
Man, their image just broke the thing.
Colby Mac, you are 100% correct. Hearing people on not 1.5 speed is so weird. Like, whenever I record with somebody who I normally listen to, and they're just speaking normally, I'm just like, wait a minute, who are you? You don't sound familiar at all.
Randy, your goddamn logo broke my thing.
Rest in fucking pieces.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we really, really appreciate you guys stopping by. Go ahead, if you're so inclined. Down below, hit that donate button. We're at $1,760 toward the cure. Please donate. Everything goes to a great cause. Speaking of which, Dan Brennick, this guy you see on the screen right here, wearing this Rabbit Ears TV shirt podcast. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Dan dropping in with a $50 donation. Thank you so much, Daniel. And yes, I agree. It is really weird hearing podcasters that you listen to on 1.5 speed. Just the button on Twitch right down below. Yes. Or you can go to livestreamforthecure.com/donate either way.
Take you to the same place.
Takes you to the exact same place. So, Daniel, I guess it's just going to be us.
Yeah.
For a cautionary tale of Netflix. And I've got to ring in this segment properly. Ooh, we got some biddies.
Yeah,
Billdozer dropping them biddies.
William. Bill, come on, you got the Daddy Warbucks money. Bring it in.
Bill's been sitting here watching ads like during the live stream to get free biddies. All right. Dan, it's time.
Welcome to Cautionary Tales of Netflix. We're Netflix and Swill. You know, 1-star movies are terrible. They'll make you want to gouge your fucking eyes out. And that's what this show is all about. Warning people about the dangers of shitty movies.
This week's story is brought to you by a god who really fucked up. It's called Left Behind. Also by a production company that really fucked up. It's a 2014 remake of Left Behind. Why did we need a remake of a fucking 2001? I'm sorry. Why did we need a remake of a 2001 movie? Why?
What?
The other movie had Kirk Cameron. It was perfect.
We both independently.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Jared Taylor, he wanted to fix that. It's a problem. $4.95. He wanted to fix that, get it to $18.15.
I would like to point out that is the exact amount we received from our patrons. So our exact amount right here.
Thank you very much, Dan. We really, really appreciate it. And Netflix and Swill and Caleb, we love you. Caleb's wedding was a blast. It was an absolute blast. So much fun. But yeah, this is a movie called Left Behind. I turned both of our mics down because I think it's going to help with not picking each other up more so. Chat, if that's a little too whatever, let us know. If that's a little too quiet, but I think we should be okay, right? Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
We're here to
This might just be too quiet.
You up.
So we decided that we were gonna Dan, why did you make me watch this fucking movie? I'm saying we decided. I didn't decide shit. I had to watch this.
That's correct. So, like, every year for the last room for the Cure, what we've done, you picked the first movie, which I believe was The Disappointments Room. At least I'm pretty sure you picked it.
I think so.
Caleb picked Read the fucking movie. And then I tried to update Caleb by picking
Ariel Eyes.
A worse movie.
From those nerds over there, thanks for having us. We had a great time. And Fuck Cancer, thank you so much to those nerds over there for joining us. I seriously want to play that bomb game like for the rest of the entire stream, because that was like, even just watching it and then the anxiety that it gave chat, we'll get you some therapy or something. Anti-therapy. Here's some good advice. Don't watch Left Behind starring Nicolas Cage.
All right, so we started doing these on the show.
Oh my God.
Left Behind is directed by Vic Armstrong. That household name?
That household name.
Yeah, he's directed like 4 things.
I've seen all of the things he's directed. Yes.
This is written by Paul Lalonde and John Pattis. You know, those people you've heard of before.
All those guys. I love them.
And
Here comes the money.
My God in heaven. People making it rain. Bill Sutton checking in with a $5 donation. Bill,
$5.
thank you very much.
Bill, you have more money than that.
No, make it drizzle, Bill. Make it drizzle. Not the velvet drizzle. He'll be on tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Bill.
But if you're tired of hearing names,
that was $5 for Vic Armstrong. That's what that was.
That's it. But if you're tired of hearing names you don't know, here are some names you might. Nicolas Cage stars in this movie, along with Chad Michael Murray and Cassie Thompson.
Hey, remember when the Rapture came and made all the people that might give good performances go away? Because that's this movie, ladies and gentlemen. That's this movie. It's, oh my fucking God. Like, we could talk about the whole religious aspect of it, but why, Dan, here, I'll pitch you a question from the movie, which we both decided takes place after Thanos' snap, after
Correct.
Infinity War. It's in the timeline. Leah fucking Thompson.
Oh yeah, she's in it for like 3 minutes.
She's in it for 3 minutes, yeah. She gets a scene, I think, yeah.
Daughter, I am very religious. You are not religious. Let us have conflict.
So I'm gonna pitch this question to you, Dan. So why, like, they got rid of all the super religious people, the people that believe. I did air quotes and nobody on the stream could even see it. There. But why did everyone else on Earth just start looting shit? Like, where like, and this is, I mean, you talk about a film with logical fucking problems, but why all of a sudden did everybody just like wholesale start fucking looting everything and like going insane? Like, did all the cops disappear? Did like law enforcement and like everything else? Like, were they all ascended? Like, I don't get it. Like, everybody just starts fucking looting. Like, 2 minutes after the rapture thing or whatever, everybody disappears. There's people just wholesale hauling TVs out of the mall.
I mean, that's in my notes right there. That is like immediately. People disappear. Oh, I guess I can start taking like 4K televisions out of here. Okay. Like, it's like almost immediate the society breaks down. It's like, what? That's not how society works, but okay, I guess.
Like, everybody just starts looting, like beating people up. Cassie Thompson has her purse stolen for no discernible
By
reason.
guys who are on a moped that are just randomly going down this alleyway that is from nothing. Like she's not even like on the side of the road. She's like below a bridge, and she's just walking along, and all of a sudden these guys like roll up, stop, steal her purse from her, and she's like, no, don't take my purse, because she's terrible in this movie. She's
terrible,
dreadful,
god awful.
But like, yeah, they fucking steal her purse, and you're just like, I'm pretty sure you could have gotten that back, but okay. Also, they're on a moped. Just chase them down. You'll catch them.
Because atheist equals bad. I agree, Jared. This, and the funny thing, let's talk about the cast of characters on the plane, because I thought the cast of characters on the plane was like super, super interesting. You've got your Muslim guy.
Yes.
Who, you know, like, seemed to be pretty devout to me, but he gets left behind because he's Muslim.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't pick the right god. See ya.
Like, he just gets like straight up left behind, and then
hey, you said the name of the movie.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the
thank you
money.
very much to Suspiria and Friends for the $20 donation. Thank you, Epic Film Guys and Those Nerdscast, for having me on. You guys got the tutorial bomb.
Right.
But yeah, there's a militantly angry little person who's really angry that he's a little person, and like immediately like somebody like goes up to him and be like, hey, how are you? What? Is it because I'm fucking small? You're short? What? I can't, like, one guy tries to help him put his
Muslim
luggage
guy,
away.
like, he's struggling to fit his briefcase into the overhead. And so the Muslim guy walks back like, hey, just trying to be a nice guy, like, hey, do you need some help? And he's like, why? Because I'm short? You think my penis looks weird? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I need you to take it down about like 20-25% there, little Dan.
Yeah, it just like this. It just like it fills it with like literally there's like a single mother in there. There's like your druggy actress in there. There's a senile old woman.
Oh, she was an actress? I never got that.
I thought she was an actress, but
I thought she was just like I thought she was supposed to be like a
there's
Paris
a
Hilton kind of
really
thing.
smart scientist guy, because fuck science.
Who? The conspiracy theory guy?
The like astrophysicist dude who
Who
was
was
like
this guy you're talking about? I don't remember this guy.
I think he was an Asian guy.
No, that dude was like crazy conspiracy theory dude.
Was he?
Yeah, because he was like, oh, I bet it's aliens. The government has these supersonic jets that... I'm sorry, I'm just so animated about this fucking movie.
I have to do this to Dan, because we are doing live stream for the Cure from my apartment, so I have to be like, Dan,
Bring it down about 80-85%.
bring it down 80-85% there, squirrely Dan. I'm so glad I wasn't sucked into watching this turd with Dan.
No, Bubby, I value our relationship.
Jesus God, this
I've
movie.
been trying to get rid of Nick for years.
This movie was just atrocious, and then so the whole movie, like it right off from the bat. Fuck me, right off the bat, you know it's gonna get bad when they're in the airport for some reason, and just like some like hyper religious person like comes up to them and like starts yelling at them about like not loving Jesus enough or something.
Yeah,
and I'm just like that was like 2 minutes into the movie. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be that kind of movie.
And it was. I mean, they didn't like super lean into it hard after that, but like it hits a point where Nick Cage is like, oh, all the religious people left. Well, I guess I fucked up by not being religious enough and adultering with my flight attendant woman.
It's not even like to get maybe philosophical or whatever for a moment. It's like not even a good Christian movie. Like it's not even a good movie with a Christian message because, you know, that's not what, like, that's like Old Testament God or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not like what Christianity is. Like, you know, what a more realistic take on Left Behind would have been if you would have been like, oh crap, oh no, everybody that believes in the Lord well enough has left us. Pop down to the knees and be like, Lord, I'm sorry. You know, I've seen the error of my ways. Please forgive me my sins. Oh my God. And poof, they disappear too because God's supposed to be all loving and all forgiving. Or because God's supposed to be all loving and all forgiving, everybody would just disappear anyway and all be gone. Period. Because God's supposed to be all loving and all forgiving.
Into people. Like no one's going to be like, oh, I should go pray to Jesus, I guess.
Yeah. This does not put nearly enough of the fear into people. So it's like, whelp.
So, I mean, like, the acting is atrocious. Kathy Thompson is just dreadful.
Holy
and,
God.
All the side characters are dreadful. There's this one mom the single mom you were talking about,
Yep.
not the one who was trying to escape her football player husband,
Yep.
but the other one who's back in coach because, you know, fuck them. We have to just learn about the first class people. You know, fuck the poor, I guess. So.
They filmed it on an actual plane. They couldn't fit the camera in, Coach. Except for in the doorway to shoot like that random crowd shot of people in Coach.
Oh my God, what happened? And my favorite part is when they charge the cabin like fucking Nick Cage knows what's going on. Like all of a sudden these people all disappear and Nick Cage, like they all charge the cabin. Like, open the fucking door. What happened to these people? It's like the pilot doesn't know any more than you know.
Well, and another thing about this movie was made in 2014. Or 2016, whatever. 2014. This movie was made in 2014. So
Post
after
9/11.
like, okay, so first of all, the daughter, Cassie Thompson's character, gives the photographer guy notes. And he just walks onto the plane, walks right into the cockpit, and is like, oh, here you go. I got a note for you from your daughter. And then, like,
No. They were U2 tickets. That's what it was.
God, whatever. But then they get flying. And then he's just like, oh no, you got this. I'm going to go walk around the cabin. So the pilot just wholesale just leaves the fucking cockpit and is like, I'm going to go walk around the plane. Because this movie takes place in a world where 9/11 never happened, apparently. Because that would never, ever the fuck happen.
Never.
Ever. He spends probably less time in the cockpit than he does out of it. Like he's out of the cockpit all the time.
And this isn't even one of those good Nicolas Cage performances where like he's over the top and like really chewing scenery. No, this is one where he basically has to be like very stoic, very one note, and it's just like, man, Nick Cage is just not good at this. Why have you cast like I get Nick Cage from his angle because he needs money.
Yeah, of course.
But like, why are you casting Nick Cage in this other than like a name?
Yeah.
And a name that has to say yes, basically.
Yeah. And like I guess maybe to draw people in because Kirk Cameron's not getting anybody into a theater. Let's be real. Kirk Cameron's not putting asses in seats. So I guess you remake it with Nicolas Cage, and I've never seen the Kirk Cameron version, but I can imagine, knowing how fucking batshit insane Kirk Cameron is, what that version of the movie must be like.
My God.
I just. Oh, we have another donation. Interrupted Tales $10 donation for Nicolas Cage's legal bills.
Well, sorry guys, that's
They
not going to
need
cancer
it.
research anymore.
I pop back in and you guys are talking shit about Kirk Cameron.
Go fuck yourself, Julio.
God damn it, Julio. Julio from the Contrarians, ladies and gentlemen. That's Contrarian Prime over on Twitter as well. If you guys want to @ him.
Ashley's yelling at me. She's telling me to put my phone down despite the fact that I'm doing important things.
Bad. Here, let's switch it to me. Now you can't tell Dan's on his phone.
Yeah, suck it, Bobby.
Now you can. Now you can't.
I'm
Now you can.
I'm looking up Kirk Cameron to see like what relevant thing he's been in. Since Growing Pains?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Listen, I
Hasn't
don't
done anything since 2017. Think about that for a second.
I don't begrudge anyone their religion. I really don't. You do you believe what you want to believe and whatever, but like this is the kind of like religion that I hate, where it's like you like they're legitimately like in the movie, and this is kind of one of those things where there are so many good people like on that plane, like that are trying to take care of people. Like, okay, yeah, Nicolas Cage's character is a shitbag and like is banging some hot young stewardess and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. He's a shitbag, but he also really cares about the passengers on the plane and like does everything he can to try to save them. Same thing with the photographer. Like, he really cares, and he's like really tries to be good to people. Just because he doesn't believe enough, like being a good person's not enough. Go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. What bad thing did Chad Michael Murray do? Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Cage, his character, totally understand. Adulterer, totally understand that. But like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Like, I just.
So like, this felt like it should have just been like a 45-minute episode of a 6-part miniseries. Like, it should have just been like the first episode where it's like, okay, everyone goes off and just dies, or it goes up into the rapture. The plane lands, and now like there's a new status quo that you have to deal with after Thanos snapped everyone away. Because as we know, praise Thanos,
100%,
Holy Lord.
100% after the snap. You know what movie did Rapture really well, and it wasn't like super like in your face about religion, was The Stand. I mean, it's a miniseries that Stephen King did, or it's based on Stephen King's book, but like most of the people in the world die, and then the remaining survivors split into camps based on like they're evil or they're good or evil, whatever. But like, they're not all religious people that end up on the good side. Some of them are just really good people that are just not complete shitbags.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's like, why isn't it just like that?
So, I mean, the other thing with this movie is it seems like they're going for a character piece, but the problem is twofold. One, no one can act in this movie.
No, none.
Like the acting is just an atrocity upon humankind.
It is.
So like, I don't understand. So from that kind of perspective, like if you wanted to do a character piece, at least invest in actors who know what the fuck they're doing. Like Nick Cage is not the right guy for a character piece. Also, the dialogue is garbage. Like the writing wholesale bad. I mean, skip out on the message about like religion good, atheism bad. Skip out on that. Because like that doesn't really matter. Like, you can still convey a good message through good writing, and it's not there. Like, I don't know how to make this movie better. One, because I don't agree with it in the first place.
No.
But just from like a philosophical perspective. But like, you're casting these people. Like, you didn't even need to, like, they shouldn't have even been on a fucking plane. Just make it like, oh, we're just chilling here, and like 10% of the population or whatever, however many people disappeared or gone. My favorite part about the movie though is whenever they get snapped by Thanos, the clothes are still there. So like Cassie Thompson's hugging her younger brother, and then the snap happens, and then she's sat there like cuddling a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
Fucking people.
And literally, like, that's the biggest problem that I have about it, is like the second that the people that are being saved or whatever disappear, the second they disappear, everyone just starts wholesale rioting and looting. Like, you've got some people that are obviously upset that their loved ones are gone, but then other people are like seriously, there's 5 minutes later, there's people booking it out of fucking the mall with widescreen TVs and shit.
And that's not even to say like the very end of the movie where the city is on fucking fire.
Which makes no sense.
Like,
because here's the other funny thing is, when they're on their way in the plane, she lights this fire to light their way to an abandoned road so they can land the plane. Whatever, fine, movie logic. That's fine. But then, we got another donation, ladies and gentlemen. Contrarian Prime, $10 for the Kirk Cameron Appreciation Fund.
Go fuck yourself, Julio. Take your money back.
God damn it, Julio. But, so, yeah, like, the plane's on its way into the city, and the city looks perfectly fine. Looks absolutely fine, and then they land the plane. Star should have served. Yes, Julio. Yes. But the city's fine when the plane's coming in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after the plane lands, the whole city's on fire.
And the best part is like it's like the super wide angle shot. Like they can't even like CGI in a city, so they just have like this fucking backdrop, whereas like the cityscape, and they like I guess they like lit it on fire itself.
Yeah, it looks horrible. It looks seriously like a school play set that they painted a town on roughly and then lit it on fire.
And the other thing is, like, it's an hour and 45 minutes. Why?
It doesn't need to be
Why is
nearly
it an
that
hour
long.
and 45 minutes? Why can't it just be like an hour? Like, I get it. It's not
Comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
A donation from Chris Yaney for $42. Thank you so much, Chris Yaney, for your amazing, amazing donation. Blowing it up in this segment. Absolutely blowing it up for Left Behind.
Yeah, people just want to see more remakes of Kirk Cameron
We are
movies.
pushing hard toward that $2,000 goal. And is that it? Did we do it, Drew?
That would be it. The 42 would add to that.
Our
We're at
monitor,
2K.
our stream monitor is so far behind. We're going to reset it here. We're going to take a stream break in just a couple of moments here.
2002.
And we're going to refresh it.
Let's talk
26.
about 2002 really quick. Spider-Man came out that year.
Hey, I like
That's a
that movie. Willem Dafoe is the Green Goblin. He's really, really good.
One of us, you mess with all of us. We're from New York. Do you get it? It's post 9/11. That movie understood what 9/11 was.
Yeah, this movie does not, because you're the captain of an airplane. You could just get up and wholesale walk around the plane whenever you want.
Remember the time the air marshal got snapped out of existence, and then someone took his gun, and you were like, "Oh man, it's probably the midget guy," but it turned out to be the woman who was just like, "Everyone's conspiring against me," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, I thought the Asian guy was supposed to be the crazy conspiracy guy, not you." He thought they were abducted by aliens.
Yeah, true.
He thought the government had a jet that would take you from New York to London in 6 minutes.
Is that just how little attention I paid to this movie, that I thought he was just a scientist? I didn't think he was like a conspiracy theory guy.
No, totally. I mean, he might be.
You know what? Because everybody else in the plane seemed so stupid and their performances were so bad that I was just like, oh, okay, science guy.
Remember the British girl? Remember her?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm having a bad trip. And she goes to snoop more cocaine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Dan, of course, is in my home across the table from me. I can touch him later. But
Hot.
He's also executive producing the event. He's doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that makes this possible, working with guests to make sure their audio and video is ready when they get on the air. And we've had smooth sailing so far, aside from our technical issues this morning, which were a nightmare. We've had smooth sailing thanks to all of our amazing guests and thanks to Dan's hard work. So thank you, Dan, very, very much for being here to executive produce the event.
Does that matter? I have you muted in the ear.
Oh, damn it. On a scale of Fred to Battlefield Earth, where does it fall?
I've never seen Battlefield Earth, so I can't put that on a scale. The worst movie I've ever seen, though, is #horror.
Hardworking man. You don't
So
think
I
they
would
already
put
found a
it-
cure for cancer?
I would put it at 3 #horrors.
I hate this movie's bad, but it's not
Yeah.
Fred the movie bad.
No, Fred the movie sucks. God's not dead next. I mean,
That's no, my
No.
God. I don't know if I could stomach Kirk Cameron's fucking bullshit
no, dude.
for 2 hours.
I want Nick to.
I got it by proxy for 2
horror.
hours.
Because #horror, that is an offense to every sense you have available. Because like it does like the Borderlands kind of thing where it's like it like stops up, but the other thing is like they do like chintzy like mobile game kind of shit on the screen too at intermittent times just to pad out the runtime. It's an atrocity upon you. That's the true atrocity.
Well, Dan, before we go into a stream break here, we're going to play some more pre-recorded content. We're going to reset our thing here. So that way we can refresh and we can actually see you guys' comments not 4 minutes later.
It's a 1-star movie, by the way, everybody. I hope you know it's really bad. I don't.
Yeah, it's really bad. Don't ever watch it. But Dan, tell our audience where they can find the Netflix and Swill podcast.
InSessionFilm.com.
Knew it.
That's my new joke. No, NetflixandSwill.com. Real easy. The name of our podcast .com.